And on the first clear day in a long time, you see Mount Rainier sticking out just above the clouds back there. I can't quite zoom out for something. There we go. Well north of it now. Finally, clear weather and getting some nice clear Washington views. I'm just a random spot I'm at the moment, but it's pretty nice. It's perfect clear weather. It's nice and cool. And I'll come back now and zoom in on the interstate where we hiked up from this morning, next to where Snoqualmie is. If I can try and zoom in, just in that hole in the cloud down there, you can see the interstate, just in the middle. That's where I started out this morning. And now we're up above the clouds. It's been a long few hours of climbing. I don't think the camera is really picking this up. It's all clouded and shade, but some beautiful views. Definitely back in the mountains now. So yeah, it's been a very rough afternoon. Very loose rocks, stumbling and tripping and falling, and generally having a blast. But it's damn hard work. It's the afternoon of day 152, and left I guess what you'd call the town or the ski field of Snoqualmie this morning at about 8:30. So it wasn't an early start, not by a long stretch. Speaking of stretches, this is the stretch 4 of 6 for Washington, so probably more than halfway through now. Got basically 3 days from Snoqualmie to Stevens Pass, which I'll hitch into Leavenworth and resupply, for I think a 4-day stretch to Stehekin, and then Stehekin to the border. It does look like there is a way of getting to the border that doesn't look too bad. I think at this stage it involves hiking from Stehekin to Rainy Pass, and then there's a 19-mile, for me, road walk. 19-mile, rather, most people hitch, but stubborn old me, 19-mile road walk. Then it's a couple of days, I think, to the border via a different trail, like the East Bank Trail or something. So it seems pretty straightforward. I got to pick up some different permits and things at the ranger station at Stehekin, but it doesn't seem too bad. I'm just going to angle this back just slightly. Next stop, let's go this way. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Sorry, trying to avoid people. I keep catching up to some in my group that I'm hiking with these days. But I ended up taking an impromptu 0 in Snoqualmie. Basically, the weather was just miserable yesterday. Just cold and drizzling all day, and just fairly typical for Washington weather. What I certainly expect of this area, but it was forecast to clear up for a few days as of today, which, as you can see, it's quite sunny and clear. It's actually the clearest day we've had in Washington. So it just didn't seem worthwhile hiking out yesterday afternoon, just to get everything soaking wet, not really make a whole lot of ground, and just didn't seem like a wise choice. So instead, I was planning on taking a 0 in Leavenworth. I still might, but I probably won't. I just took that 0 in Snoqualmie instead. Spent the extra day relaxing there, and head out today. Got a couple of days of nice weather, although yeah, it's only a couple of days and it's supposed to turn kind of gross again. So yeah, maybe it will take another day in Leavenworth if that's what it's going to do. Obviously, would never make it through Washington if I tried to avoid miserable weather the whole way, but If it's just going to be a single day, then meh. But anyway, yeah, there's the alternate to the border. Sounds quite doable. The downside is you cannot cross into Canada from there, so it'll mean getting to the border and then backtracking back out on the US side. I believe there's like a $180 ferry or something across a lake, which you can split amongst other hikers. So if I'm there with other hikers, great. I will probably lose the group I'm with on that road because they're going to hitch the 19 miles. So I don't know, we'll see how it plays out, but in the end, the amount of money I've spent on this trip already, what's another 180 bucks? It's just put it on the tab. Yeah, it's been a pretty rough day, pretty steep, rocky day of climbing. The travel is certainly slower since leaving Snoqualmie. Just very loose, very steep, very rocky, much slower going, but still doable. I was feeling really fresh after 2 pretty decent nights sleep, which I was long overdue for, especially last night. I slept so well last night. But yeah, it's at 4:30 in the afternoon now. I'm certainly feeling pretty tired, but I'm still got probably 7 miles or 11 kilometers to go until camp tonight. So it's what it is. It's not like I've got much else to do. I may as well just keep walking. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting out. I think the alternate seems to actually almost shave a day off. Well, that's with the hitch, so without the hitch maybe not. But I'm really looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, call it 4, 8, probably like 11 days to go. Really, 11 days of hiking and this will all be over. It's very exciting. Part of me, especially with clear weather today, makes me realise how much I'm going to miss it because it's just so beautiful out here, but a lot of me just wants to be done. Even taking steps to plan out my life back in the real world of contacting old employers and seeing who's got what work on and what options are available. So it certainly became pretty real yesterday when I started reaching out to a few people, just seeing if there was work available and trying to figure out a time frame for when I may try and rejoin society and where. But for now I'll just focus on being out here and trying to enjoy these last few days of hiking and sugar, because that's really what scares me for after the trail, is trying to break this sugar addiction. The amount of sugar I eat each day is insane. So it's going to be tough to break that. But anyway, I'm rambling again now. It's beautiful. I'll do a little spin here and you can maybe see some mountains back there. Probably not. I got the sun on the screen so I can't see anything. But it's nice and clear. Pack's not too heavy. The hiking's pretty steep, pretty challenging, but it's life. I'll get some more footage at some point.